Here we are in example 2. And so example 2 is a little different because initially we were talking about cups of flour needed to make grandma's chocolate chip cookies, but now this is a graph modeling the amount of sugar required to make grandma's special chocolate chip cookies. So again, on the bottom we have sugar, and then on the side we have dozen of cookies. So we have to record the coordinates that are on the graph and describe what those mean. So initially I see 0, 0. And then I'm going to go over and I see 1, 2 to 1, 2, 3. So 2, 3. And then I see 2, 3, 4, 6. So, now it's a big jump. I see 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So 8, 12, and 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 12, 18, and whoa, there's one way up there that I couldn't see. 16 to 24. Okay, so there's a lot of points on that graph, but now I'm just going to kind of talk about what those mean. I'm not going to write them down, but when we're looking at it, we know cups of sugar is X and Y is dozen of cookies. So these points, 0, 0 would mean 0 cups of sugar would make 0 dozen of cookies. And then the next one is 2 cups of sugar would make 3 dozen cookies. Or 4 cups of sugar would make 6 dozen cookies. Or 8 cups of sugar would make 12 dozen cookies. 12 cups of sugar will make 18 dozen cookies. 16 cups of sugar would make 24 dozen cookies. Okay, so now we have, Grandma has 1 remaining cup of sugar. How many dozen cookies will she be able to make? Plot the point on the graph above. How are we going to do that? We're going to have to figure out a unit rate. So I'm just going to look at the point 3 over 2 and divide that to find my unit rate. So 3 over 2, which equals 1 and a half, right? That's 1 and a half. And so when she uses 2 cups of sugar, she gets 3 dozen cookies. So now if she used 1 cup of sugar, she would make 1 and a half dozen cookies. So if I was to plot that then on my graph, I'm going to go over to 1 and I'm going to go to 1 and a half, which that is right there on the line. So how many dozen cookies can Grandma make if she has no sugar? Well, if she has no sugar, she's going to make no cookies because she can't start. And then it says, can you graph this on the coordinate plane provided above? Well, we already did that. It was already there at 0, 0. And when we graph a point at 0, 0, what do we call it? That's always called the origin. And that, having a line that goes through the origin, is what tells us that our graph is proportional.